I am Frank Grillo. Now imagine the following scene. A man sitting in front of you with such a strong presence that he seems capable of knocking someone down with a single strike. This is Frank Anthony Grillo, an American actor who carries an impressive physique, defined, dense, with an appearance that screams 30 years old, even while in his 50s. Known for his role as Crossbones in Captain America: Civil War, he could easily be mistaken for a superhero off-screen. But what really stands out isn't just his looks. It's his energy, his intensity, the way he moves and maintains a level of performance that many younger men can't achieve. From a young age, Frank has always had a strong connection with the world of fighting and physical training. He built his foundation with discipline, facing real challenges, which shaped not only his body but also his mindset. And over the years, this has sparked curiosity. How does he manage to maintain this level of fitness? What is the secret behind this almost timeless appearance? When people ask about training rules or formulas to get in shape, his answer is surprising. For Frank, there are no fixed rules. What exists are mental limitations. He himself states that he reached one of the best physical shapes of his life at 52. And this completely breaks the common idea that the body inevitably declines with age. The message he reinforces is simple but powerful. There is no age to slow down. The only real mistake is to stop. The only mistake is to give up. And perhaps one of the most impressive points is the body fat level he claims to maintain, around 5%. For someone over 50, this is extremely rare. This level of definition requires discipline, control, and an uncommon level of consistency. But what sustains this physique is not just training. It is mainly nutrition. Frank follows an approach based on natural, nutrient-dense foods, very close to the concept of the paleo diet. He prioritizes quality proteins, healthy fats, and avoids processed foods. Everything in his routine is chosen carefully, from his coffee to his seasonings. In his kitchen, almost everything is organic. He isn't obsessed with counting calories, but rather with the quality of what he consumes. That's the difference. It's not just how much you eat, but what you eat. And this leads us to an important point. The foundation of his health and physique is not in shortcuts, but in consistent choices. Clean eating, smart training, and above all, a mindset that does not accept limits imposed by age. And this raises a direct reflection. If someone can reach their best shape after 50, what is really stopping you from improving right now? Frank makes it clear that he has never been obsessed with counting calories, weighing food, or following strict numbers. He doesn't live tied to apps, macros, or scales. His approach is much simpler and, at the same time, much more strategic. He follows a style close to the paleo diet, focused on natural, nutrient-dense foods with minimal processing. In his diet routine, you won't find refined grains or processed foods. He prioritizes wild-caught fish, organic chicken, quality meats, and healthy fats. And here's an interesting point. For many years, he avoided fat, just like most people were taught to do. But over time, he realized that this was harming his own body. According to him, there is a major mistake that has been spread for decades: the idea that eating fat makes you gain weight. In practice, he saw exactly the opposite. When he started including healthy fats in his diet, his results began to improve. His lab tests got better, and his cholesterol, blood pressure, and other health markers reached excellent levels. But he also makes it clear that this change was not immediate. It took about 2.5 years for his body to fully adjust and function optimally again. This shows something important. Real results take time. There are no solid transformations that happen overnight. His daily routine starts early, very early. Around 5:30 a.m., he is already awake. Before training, he drinks a special coffee known as bulletproof coffee. It's a high-fat coffee, usually made with clarified butter and collagen, designed to provide energy and satiety. For him, this already works as his first meal of the day. After training comes breakfast, and here he maintains a strong base of protein and nutrients. He usually eats 4 scrambled eggs, a slice of whole grain bread, assorted fruits, and Greek yogurt, a combination that helps with muscle recovery and keeps the body nourished throughout the morning. In the middle of the day, when needed, he has a simple snack, usually a handful of unsalted nuts along with a protein shake. Nothing complicated, just enough to keep his energy stable. Lunch follows the same clean approach, usually fresh fish or chicken, a good amount of vegetables, and a green leafy salad with olive oil. It's a balanced meal, rich in nutrients and focused on food quality. If he feels hungry before dinner, he may include a light snack, such as a protein bar or another shake. But this is not a rule. He eats when his body truly asks for it. Dinner is usually the most substantial meal of the day, a generous portion of red meat, accompanied by sweet potatoes, vegetables, and salad. And an important detail, he prefers to eat dinner earlier, so he goes to bed feeling light, which helps recovery during the night. Even with all this discipline, Frank does not base his routine on supplements. On the contrary, he has always argued that the foundation should come from food. Still, he uses some specific supplements strategically. The first is whey protein. According to him, it's a practical way to ensure adequate intake of protein and essential amino acids for recovery and muscle building. And here's another interesting point. Despite speculation about steroid use, he categorically states that he has never used this type of substance. The physique he built came from consistency, discipline, and choices made over the years. In the end, what becomes clear is that there is no magical secret. There is strategy, consistency, and time. And perhaps the most important thing of all, the decision not to stop. Frank has always treated training as something almost sacred. For him, it's not just a physical activity, it's a commitment to his own body. He built an extremely consistent routine over the years, and this has become one of the strongest pillars of his physical condition. When it comes to supplements, he follows the same line of thinking as with nutrition. The foundation comes from food, but he uses certain specific items strategically. The first is whey protein. According to Frank, it's a practical way to ensure the body receives all the necessary amino acids for recovery and muscle building. He considers this supplement almost indispensable in his routine. The second is vitamin D. He believes this nutrient plays a fundamental role in hormonal and metabolic health. In addition, vitamin D is directly linked to the body's overall functioning. He even takes relatively high doses, always focused on keeping his body operating at its maximum potential. The third supplement is coenzyme Q10. This compound is related to heart health, blood sugar control, and even blood pressure. For Frank, CoQ10 is essential for maintaining high energy levels throughout the day, especially to sustain intense workouts. The fourth is a pre-workout supplement. He plans each training session carefully, whether it's weightlifting or fight training. The pre-workout serves as a tool to increase endurance and allow him to push beyond his limits in each session. And the fifth is turmeric. Due to the intensity of his training, he knows the body goes through constant inflammatory processes. Turmeric acts as a natural ally to help reduce this inflammation and speed up recovery. But what truly sustains Frank's physique is not supplements, it's his training routine. His training journey started early. As a child, after going through a difficult situation at school, he decided to learn how to defend himself. That's when his connection to the world of fighting and physical conditioning began. Since then, training stopped being a phase and became part of his identity. Over the years, he built a complete and well-structured routine. Each day has a clear purpose. On Monday, the focus is the upper body. He performs classic weight training exercises such as dumbbell curls, lateral raises, bench press, pull-ups, triceps work, and shoulder press. All in controlled sets, usually between 8 to 10 reps, prioritizing intensity and proper execution. On Tuesday, he completely changes the stimulus. It's a day dedicated to cardio and martial arts. Frank holds a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and this practice is not just physical, but also mental. He states that martial arts training was essential for maintaining discipline and control throughout his life. On this day, he also uses equipment like the elliptical and rowing machine to work on cardiovascular conditioning. On Wednesday, the focus is the core, and this explains much of the level of definition he maintains. He dedicates specific sessions to strengthening his core, with exercises like side planks, leg raises, and movements that require full body control. It's a targeted, consistent effort done with proper technique. What becomes clear is that there is no improvisation in his routine. There is planning. And more important than that, there is consistency. He doesn't rely on motivation. He relies on discipline. And that changes everything. On Thursday, he completely changes his training style. It's Boxing Day. And here comes something beyond the physical. For Frank, boxing is not just exercise, it's a necessity. He states that there is no better workout. According to him, Boxing engages the entire body, burns deep fat, and demands a level of intensity that is hard to replicate in other types of training. He usually does rounds of shadow boxing, varying speed and movement, followed by sessions on the heavy bag for about 30 minutes. It's a workout that requires focus, explosiveness, and endurance. And he emphasizes something interesting. This type of training also works as a mental outlet. It releases tension, reduces stress, and helps maintain emotional balance. On Friday, the focus is the lower body. It's leg day, which is essential for strength, mobility, and longevity. He performs classic exercises such as squats, deadlifts, leg extensions, leg press, leg curls, and calf raises, all in controlled sets, usually between 8 to 10 reps, prioritizing proper execution and intensity. On the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, he respects something many people ignore: rest. After an intense week of training, he understands that the body needs to recover. But that doesn't mean staying inactive. He keeps his body moving with walks and light hikes. According to Frank, keeping the muscles moving, even on rest days, helps recovery and prevents stiffness. The body stays active, but without overload. And there's a quote from him that sums up the mindset he built over his life. For him, there is no excuse to skip training. Training is part of the routine, just like eating or sleeping. He even says something curious. He enjoys training more than acting. And if he could go back in time, he might have pursued a career in boxing. But he jokes that this probably would have taken his life down a much more difficult path. In the end, what remains is a clear pattern: daily discipline, structured training, consistent nutrition, and a mindset that refuses to stop. And this leads to a simple but direct reflection. If someone can maintain this level of fitness after 50, what is really stopping you from starting now? And after showing all this routine, all this discipline, and the principles that sustain this level of fitness, comes a direct invitation for those who truly want to change. The idea is simple. You don't have to do this alone. By becoming part of this community aimed at people over 50, you gain access to something many people lack during their journey: ongoing guidance and support. When you join, you gain access to a kind of virtual gym, where support goes beyond videos or generic advice. The idea is to function like a remote personal trainer, someone who guides, corrects, and helps you make better daily decisions. One of the key advantages is the ability to ask questions directly. Any question related to health, training, or nutrition can be asked, with answers within 24 hours. This reduces mistakes, saves time, and accelerates results. In addition, you receive a personalized plan. Both diet and training are adjusted according to your reality, your current level, and your goals. It's not generic, it's designed for you. And this may be the biggest point: having direction. Because many people start but get lost along the way. They don't know if they're doing things right, what to adjust, or what to prioritize. With guidance, that changes. You start making more informed decisions, avoid common mistakes, and maintain consistency, which is exactly what separates those who try from those who truly achieve results. In the end, it all comes down to this: having clarity, having direction, and continuing. Thank you for following along this far.